What's up, guys, and welcome back to All United PNG. My name is Nims, and like always, we're here to chat all things Manchester United. Alright, guys, we got more transfer rumour videos. At the minute, that's all I'll be covering for now, probably until the season gets back on again. But I like doing transfer rumour videos. I like talking about speculations. If you guys are into that, please drop a like and drop a comment below, please, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support. So how's everyone in Papua New Guinea doing? All the Papua New Guinea Manchester United fans, I hope you guys are well, and hope you guys are keeping up with the transfer specs. But don't forget, if you want your latest transfer news on Manchester United, just hop on to All United PNG. All right, let's get into it. So our first name on our list is Timo Wearner. So this news is coming out from Germany, the Sports Bild, and it's just fresh links linking the player to Manchester United. Now, in all honesty, I really think this guy is set for Liverpool, because there were reports that came out previously that he was sort of eyeing a move to Liverpool and is just waiting for pretty much Jurgen Klopp or an official offer from Liverpool. So I think he's Liverpool bound, and I think he wants to play for Liverpool. And really, like, why they're throwing Manchester United's name in this, I honestly think it's just for all pure speculations and everything. They just want to say that, oh, Liverpool beat Man United to signing this guy. But in all honesty, I think that he's a great player. I know a few fans have a sort of likened or compared Werner to Rashford in their playing style. I personally haven't watched a lot of Timo Wearner, but if they're saying, he's similar to Rashford, I think Rashford is an extremely, bright player. But they say, that Werner is a little bit better. Consider he plays in the Bundesliga, it's a bit different. But he had a fantastic season this season, coming up with, I think it was 20 goals throughout the whole campaign. I did well in the Champions League, and they're doing really well in the Bundesliga now, keeping a steady chase on that title. So I would take him, if he wasn't so interested in playing for Liverpool. I really think that if a player wants to play for United, they got to be wanting, they got to be dreading, they're going to be dying to play for Man United. And this guy Timo Wearner, I don't think he'll be really coming to Man United, or he'll be really set on a move to United. I think he's got his eyes set for Liverpool. So Timo Wearner to Manchester United, I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just the media throwing United's name in the mix, just to say that, Liverpool beat United in signing this player. But yeah, I don't think it's coming to United. The second name on our list is Jack Grealish. Now, new reports coming out of the Daily Mail say that United are ready to push ahead with the transfer despite the problems he had during the lockdown period. Going out, and I think he's had a party, crashed his car or some shit like that. But reports are saying that United are ready to go ahead and sign the player. Now, I haven't seen any Jack Grealish news in like the past couple of weeks. So this is fresh reports again. But Grealish was a player that Oli liked, and I really felt that the club were gonna buy him, as soon as we could. In saying that, I think he's a really good player. He plays on the left-hand side for the current setup at Villa. But I don't think that he will be playing on the left-hand side for United. I think that, Oli will decide to play him more centrally in more of an 8 or 10 role. And also, Oli is he's really flexible in his tactics and his formation. So I think that Grealish would be key. Going to check the armory, you got options in there. So I think it's good if we bring someone like Grealish in, an attacking option, give us a bit of flexibility and depth, and how we can set up for different oppositions. If we go to Liverpool, if we go to City, different types of playing styles, so different ways we can cope with them, which I think is great. especially with Aston Villa sitting at the bottom of the table. You know, they'll be looking to cash in for Grealish. So I don't think there'll be much affecting or hindering the transfer. The only thing is the current pandemic situations and how, you know, it affects prices and all that. All right, the third name on our list is Eduardo Camavinga. I mean, I think I spoke about him in my last video. I'm not too sure. However, the Express have gone out and stated that the player has sent fresh transfer messages out amidst rumors that Real Madrid are also interested in signing this young lad. The Express also goes to say that United are looking to purchase Camavinga only if Paul Pogba can be sold. So you see, why are they saying that Camavinga transfer is dependent on Paul Pogba being sold again? You know, and yet again, like as soon as I read headlines like that, it just tells me that you know, these headlines are all rubbish, or the story is yet again just a recycle of, you know, other articles that really didn't have anything concrete to them. You know, they said that if we sold Pogba, we were going to buy Van der Beek, or when Bruno comes in, Pogba was going to go. You know, a lot of speculations, and everything seems to be depending on whether Pogba goes or Pogba stays. And I don't think that's the fact. I don't think that's the issue there. Now Camavinga, he's a young, exciting prospect. He plays in the French League One. Now United have this thing where we like to buy young players and then sort of mold them, and you know, shape them into our players. You know, across Europe. And you know, it's not really one of those transfers rumors where you are like, oh no, this is just crap, check out the window sort of thing. This leaves a little bit of a leeway because this guy's an upcoming prospect and we really don't want to write it off yet. Anything could happen, you know. So with Eduardo Camavinga rumoredly coming to United, I don't think that he'd be one for the first team straight away. I think he'd be one for the academy and then sort of work his way up. But I think, you know, if United were actually legit, and I think if whoever wrote this report, you know, had credible information, then I think Camavinga would be, you know, a decent signing, young lad, come over to United and sort of see what can be made of him. All right, and now let's move on. We've got a few outs to talk about. So first one on our list is Marcos Rojo. So Rojo is currently out on loan. There's sort of at the minute we don't know where he's going to be going or what clubs are interested in him, and if there have been any inquiries for the player. But his future at United is in doubt, especially with fresh talks coming that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is keen on adding centre-back reinforcement in the coming window, which is, I think, fair. You know, we've only got sort of three first-team centre-backs and then one up-and-coming first-team centre-back. But I think, you know, Rojo had his time at United, and he came in during Louis van Gaal's time, and I think he took the number 5 shirt, and I really thought that he might have been someone that could emulate Rio Ferdinand a bit, but unfortunately, as time went on, he sort of struggled to find. He's not struggled, but I would say his playing style didn't really suit how the English game and how United sort of were modelling their path forward. I still think he's a good player. You know, some of the things he did on the field for United and his presence at the back would have gave players confidence. But in all honesty, Marcos Rojo hasn't really hit those heights that we expected of him. And yeah, I wouldn't be too. I mean, I want the player to, you know, do the best he can elsewhere. But I just don't think that he can continue at United and strive, especially with his age, with the high wage bill as well. That letting him go can free up room for young youth players, to come through. We can pay all their contracts, 4 or 5 of them. Then there's some good young centre backs in the academy, exciting prospects for the future. All right, and the last name on our outs list is Paul Pogba. We always got to have some Paul Pogba news. It's either Pogba or Sancho. So yeah, we got some Pogba news, and the Times are reporting that the Times are saying that exit route for Paul Pogba seems to fade as the football money pot dries up. All right, so there are rumors that Real Madrid sort of were snubbing Paul Pogba now. They didn't want to go ahead with the transfer because they thought that United's valuation of the player was too high. And the report goes on to further state, oh sorry, not that, there were also other reports yesterday that Juve were ready to sell Pjanic to Real Madrid, making room for Paul Pogba to come back. Now, with the current situation and with the pandemic and everything, I only see Paul Pogba going to 2 places other than Man United, or staying at Man United. It's either Juve or Real Madrid. I don't think that he can go to any other clubs. Something, we don't know what might happen. PSG might jump in the mix, but in all honesty, I don't think Paul Pogba is going to go anywhere unless his asking price is met. Apparently the player wanted to leave in the summer, but because of the pandemic, he didn't go. So, Paul Pogba's future too is sort of up in the air, and the player really hasn't come out to say what he wants to do, or what he's planning to do in the future, or where his head is at the moment. A lot of that has been left down to his brother and his agent to do the talking, and they've been making a lot of noise, and they've been really sort of they're teasing a lot, putting names like Real Madrid and Juve back up there. And I feel sorry for Paul Pogba, because I really want to know what he feels and how he feels, because I know that he's a winner and he's a fantastic player. He's someone we need at Manchester United, and I'd love to see him succeed and maybe win the Premier League at United. But yeah, in saying so, Paul Pogba really, struggled to keep consistency within the team. When we first bought him, there were very, very high expectations on the player. And I think it might have been unfair. It might have been too much of a high expectation, because, yes, he was the most expensive player at the time. And, Manchester United, we were in a transition period, and we were, expecting a saviour, someone to come in and really, take us to the Premier League title. But the problem was way bigger than that. And it was never really just one player to come in and do everything for us. So I guess this really showing how much of a rebuilding process is needed, and how much pieces to this puzzle that we still need to fit in. And I believe that Pogba can be a key cog in this wheel, in Ole's wheel. So yeah, it's just his inconsistencies have really played a part on, the fans really turning on him at points throughout the years. But last season, I'm pretty sure, I think it was last season, he was like leading in everything, chances, shots, goals, assists. And I think the only thing he wasn't leading on was saves. So Paul Pogba is a world-class player. At Manchester United, the fans should be really, really lucky that we've got someone like Paul Pogba. And then now Bruno Fernandes is added as well. We should be excited and looking forward to what these 2 players can bring, what they can cook up for us, because it's a really terrifying prospect of coming up against a midfield of Bruno and Pogba, and then you have someone like McTominay or Matic as well. But I think, United fans are really lucky, and we can really consider ourselves to be better title contenders next season. But I think Paul Pogba, I like the player. I support him, and I don't think that his brother and his agent did him much good by making noise and talking about all the shit and where he would like to play and that. But I think that if given time, given the right players, the right players around him, the right coaching staff, and I think that we'll excel, and Pogba can really, really get United their next, their 21st title, or he can really help us win more trophies, and I think that he will. So I'd really want Paul Pogba to stay at United and really win a few more trophies. Anyway, guys, insane. So that's it for all our transfer rumors for today. Now, make sure you're keeping an eye out on our socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we've also got a TikTok account. Yep, we're jumping on that bandwagon to see how things go. But yes, please, guys, I appreciate you all watching the video. Don't forget to like the video, and if you have any comments, if you have any thoughts, I'd like to hear them, so just drop them down below. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And yeah, take care, people. This is All United PNG, and I will catch you on the next one.